Okay, hello everyone. Yesterday I did a really quick video. I suggest you watch it if you haven't already. It was a video about a slight element of Islamization that's happening in the classroom, and the whole video was about how a school teacher at my kid's school was trying to impose the religion of one kid on everybody else at Christmas, which is a time that they've removed the Christian religion from the schools. So I was really angry, so I made a video about it, and I suggest you watch it. The link will be in this video. But today I wanted to come on here and do a really quick video on what does this look like from the kids' perspective, right? Because obviously I had to interact with the teacher. My kids were asking me, why are you questioning gelatin? You really have to watch the video to understand this one today, so my apologies. It's not really a very good standalone video I'm doing right now. But my kids were involved in this whole thing, and I saw it as a moment to try to teach them, but I also was trying to think of how, from their perspective, how does this work, right? Like, they have to live through this. I'm an adult, I've studied Islamic doctrine, I understand, I know what to look for, I know how to react, I know how to properly debate Muslims and how to have intellectual discussions with them. My kids, they're not there yet. I'm gonna teach them, but they're not there yet. So how are they supposed to go? So anyways, this is advice for anybody who has kids who in a public system and at any point that has to deal with this Islamization and all that. So here's what I would recommend doing, and this is what I've told my own kids. I said, you know what? We cannot hate the people. You cannot hate the people, you cannot be angry, you cannot lash out at them. Just like I never lash out at Muslims, I lash out at the ideology and I attack the ideas, just like I attack communism. So if you are somebody who believes in communism, I don't hate you, I hate the idea that you like communism. I'm gonna try to argue with you in an intellectual way so that we can see if we can maybe change that, right? So anyways, so the same goes for Islam. I would like to argue that from an intellectual position, but the kids are not into that. They don't have that as an option in their world, so they just have to be nice. So I said to my son, you know, that this kid in your class who is Muslim, you don't go after him, you don't say anything. You know, if you want to be friends with him because you like the content of his character, like who this dude actually is, fine, be friends with him, right? Go ahead. If you don't like him just because he's a jerk, that doesn't have anything to do with the fact that he's Muslim. He's just a jerk. So a lot of my friends and a lot of the people that I respect out there are actually ex-Muslim. So when I look at a Muslim, I always think, you know, maybe there's a chance that this person could become ex-Muslim, especially here in Canada, because they enjoy the freedoms that we have. The women especially enjoy the freedoms. So every Muslim has a potential to be an ex-Muslim if we can, you know, perhaps talk with them. I'm not saying this if I was in a Islamic majority country. This is a whole different game. Those guys have a lot more serious problems. They're completely controlled by the Sharia. That's a different story. I am purely talking about how to deal with kids here in Canada, in our secular school system, when they hit this whole thing of Islamization of our country. What are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to react? And my idea is they don't react. I told my boys, you leave this up to mommy. Mommy's gonna fight for this right now, and when you guys become adults and you understand the doctrine of Islam, then it's gonna be your turn to fight. But right now, go out, be kids, don't even worry about it. Don't try to do anything. Don't start fights with anybody. You know, of course, I did tell them that if somebody actually hits them, they can defend themselves, because that I'm not going to let my kid just sit there and take it. But they're not going to be the instigators of attacks, and they're definitely not going to be people who are going to go after Muslims, because I will teach them correctly how to debate Islam, not go after Muslims. So anyways, there we go, guys. That wraps up my message today. I have no hatred in my heart for Muslims as people. I want the best for them. I hope that they that a lot of them don't want the Sharia, especially the ones in Canada. I want the best for everybody, and I want to live in a peaceful society, which we had in Canada until very recently. And I'm just trying to save that and make sure that I pass this Canada that I know down to my boys when they grow up. So, okay, there we go. Really wrapped it up for reals this time. I have to go to work. I will see you guys in the next one.